everybody, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Pauline.
We're here today to tell you all about the different kind of harnesses, collar and leashes that we have. As you can see, it's spread here on the table. These are the commonly seen used in all our dogs. Actually, this is all my stash lah. Okay, the objective of today's video is actually to show you guys, different kind of harnesses work for different dogs, and the importance of getting the correct harness for your dog to be snuggy so that you don't have dog escaping, especially if they're skittish or they are new and then by the roadside, because we really don't want accident to happen.
Yeah. And we also have here a few examples of like different types of collars as well as different types of leashes. Again, there's no one-size-fits-all solution lah, but we do want to just demonstrate to you how different equipment here, how it fits on different dogs and potential issues that some owners may face when they use some of these commonly used harnesses, collars, as well as leashes.
Okay, there is no selling of brands or anything. Like I say, all this is like personal stash lah, Okay, but then of course, we can, if you need like more assistance or like ask, actually where you get this, you can always PM later after the video, all right? So let's start. We have the most common brand, we have Ruffwear. Okay, this is actually a Webmaster, so it's actually 3. Yeah, I don't have the 2. The 2 one is the more common one. This
so
is
the front
3.
range, which is the one with 2,
Yeah.
the front range harness is actually the one that's commonly used. We just don't have it here today, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But this is a good example of
Yes.
one of the possible harnesses that we see on dogs quite often.
Okay, and then of course we also have the Easy Walk. This is Easy Walk. This is
Careful.
no pull harness. Okay, one thing, if you buy this one, right, it usually comes with a set of the leashes.
Flat leash.
Yeah, flat leash that actually has 2 hooks. Okay, I find this very useful. We'll demonstrate to you later how it is, okay? Next one will be the most common one that you can get from Pet Lover Center. Yeah.
So these are the step-in harnesses where essentially the dog just literally has a step in and then you hook it around the back.
Yeah. So this is like all first dog owner will go and buy kind from Pet Lover Center. It's easy to get, okay, but then
we will show you later how some of these could potentially pose an issue, but yeah, we'll demonstrate that to you later as well.
Next one will be this one, or if there's another common one, is the Canine Julius, where they can put the strap here. This is very simple, very simple harness.
And then we have something like this. So this one is the Comfort Flex, but it's also one of the harnesses that we commonly see around.
This is a Copenhagen. This is actually a V harness. Okay, so yeah, like that.
Yep.
Okay, it's a V harness. So there's also difference between the V harness and also a straight harness for the chest. Okay.
Yeah. And then moving on to some of the leashes as well. There are leashes that are like this, which are slip leashes. So essentially, there's no need for a collar. The dog's head just goes through
It can be
here.
called slip leash, loop leash, or P leash.
Yep. And there are the commonly used rope leashes. The one here is a multi-leash, so you have multiple hooks to enable you to use them in different ways. Then we also have the common rope leash, which is just a simple one, like that. And on top of that, I think what is very commonly seen are the flat leashes. So these are very common. So not much grip, unfortunately, but these are the very common flat leashes that you see around. So that's one. And I have one more here to just show you an example of a flat leash as well. Yeah. And this one you can say lah?
Yes. So this is a metal leash. This one usually will normally use only for new dog that is learning how to walk, especially those very skittish ones, not used to being on a leash, where they will always bite the leash once the leash is being tugged. Okay. Because leashes like flat leash, you give them, I tell you, within 5 minutes, right, when a dog is in a panic mode, they can just chew this off very easily. So if you were to, usually for new dogs, we always use rope leash, which is a bit more sturdy because it's like more material lah. Okay.
Definitely harder to chew off.
Yeah, definitely. Then we'll do it this way together. So if you were to see a dog with 2 leashes like this, you will know that, okay, this dog has a tendency of biting the leash. When they bite the metal, they were like, okay, I cannot chew. It kind of like will stop them from biting further because this is not a very nice feeling. Okay, so this is only usually for a new dog.
Yeah, the skittish ones especially. I mean, the idea here is just to make sure that they are safe, right? So we definitely do not want their leashes chewed or
Yeah.
have that kind of resistance. So at least we know that this is definitely a preventive because it's definitely harder to chew through metal.
Correct. Imagine if it's like if the dog is like first time and then you chew off the leash and it bolts off. That's it. You have wasted all our rescuers' time.
You have
travel
no
time.
idea how many leashes I have that have been chewed off within the first 5 months of getting my dog.
Yeah, it's very scary, because especially as a rescuer and when you have your new dog to rehab and you choose out and you're like, that's it. You have no idea where they go already. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And we have also some collars.
Okay, so we have the normal collar. So we have the buckle collar or the flat collar, like this. Okay. And then we have the most commonly used, and this is the martingale collar, or we call it half choke. So some is with chain and some is with the cloth. Okay, this is, I think, one of the best thing that I feel most dogs should have lah. Okay. Next thing, this is something new, not really very new. This is called what do you call this?
A tap.
Tap. Okay. This one actually comes in handy when it's for the harness and the collar to secure together. A lot of time we only secure the harness, and when the harness comes off, right, everything comes off. But if you secure this with your collar, then it's lesser risk of everything coming out. Okay, this one will show you how it's being used.
Yeah.
Okay. This is actually a slip collar, like it's a very simple slip collar. All right.
Yeah, I think we pretty much covered most of the stuff that we have here today. But again, like we said earlier.
Oh, I didn't talk about this.
Oh yeah, you forgot about that. I am so sorry. This is the gentle leader, guys. So this one is slightly different in the sense that part of the collar / harness itself is really around the dog's muzzle. So this padded area actually rests on the dog's nose, and then will be here this way to guide the dog forward.
Yeah, we'll show a live demonstration on the dogs later, and then how it works. This is not so commonly used actually lah, but it works very well if you know how to use the tool correctly.
We also have the muzzles.
Okay, so this is common thing muzzle. This is a cloth muzzle. This is a Baskerville muzzle, right? It's usually used for reactive dogs, or this can be commonly seen in the vet itself. We will touch on this last part of the session, okay?
Okay, so again, these are her personal stash. Everything here belongs to her and her alone, I must say.
Yeah. So, mostly I donated, and then I do fostering a lot, so
That's
I
true.
have a lot of different kinds.
Yeah, but I just wanted to say that this is non-exhaustive because it obviously does not cover every single thing that every owner may have out there. That being said, I think these are some of the very commonly used ones, so we would like to demonstrate on some of the dogs that we actually have here with us today.
Yeah, and hopefully they cooperate.
Yeah.
We want to show like real scenario, so hopefully
and we will show you as well certain issues because there are some harnesses which actually could work really well, but if you don't secure it properly, you also may have the risk of them slipping out of their harness or their collars. So we do want to demonstrate to you how to use these equipment properly in today's video as well.
Okay.
Okay?
Hey,
Yeah.
great.
Let's
go.
So let's go.
Okay.